Well, hey, 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 happy Sunday. I'm Tina,
And
and
I'm Dr. Michael Gross, and we welcome you. And this is brought to you by Healing the Holes in Your Soul, starring TUNAP,
the
written by
spiritual
TUNAP,
primer.
produced by TUNAP.
I'm sorry, I bled right over you, didn't I? Okay. Well, this is normally we're together, and today we're over here in two different places. And I just wanted to let you know that yes, we come to you on Sundays at 7 o'clock every week, and we really look forward to it. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world, right? Whatever we do, we come to you because you guys are incredibly special to all of us, both of us. Okay, so Michael is the author of Spiritual Primer, and I am thrilled to say that Michael's new book is coming out. His second edition of this is coming out very soon, and this this is man is amazing because if it wasn't for this man I'm pointing to and this book right here, the one he's holding wouldn't be happening. Okay, so on that note,
Absolutely. And
okay,
this
so
is a book about a woman who was like the phoenix, came out of the ashes. Wonderful, inspirational book. Book you all need to read. It's very motivational, and it will give you the power to realize that you too can rise from the ashes like the phoenix and be reborn and accomplish all the beautiful things she's accomplishing and will accomplish in the future. So thank you to you.
thank you, and I'm going to put my book down so that I can read the one piece that we always script. Okay, we want to make sure that we give Michael the accolades he so deserves for what he's done and how he's gotten to this point in life. And like I said, this is an amazing book. Definitely start with this one. Second edition will be out really soon. So here we go with the formal only part that's scripted in this whole presentation. Okay, Dr. Michael Gross is an author, professional keynote speaker, transformational coach, and an entrepreneur. For more than 3 decades, he has been on a spiritual path as an intuitive, a healer, a spiritual counselor, and a teacher. Through the guidance of spirit, Michael has assisted others in their personal quest for self empowerment, helping them to create the lives that they have long sought and to bring forth their intuitive abilities. Michael currently teaches classes in spirituality, self empowerment, Reiki, and other modalities. In concert with God, the true source, he has also achieved great success and miraculous healings. He remains humble, knowing that the work that he does all comes from God, the true source. Michael lives in Lakewood, Washington, and I am thrilled to say he has launched his new nonprofit. And please explain to these
Yeah,
awesome people here on Sunday just exactly what your nonprofit is all about.
the name of the International Institute of Self Empowerment, which we affectionately call TISI. So TIISE, the International Institute of Self Empowerment. And it's 12 arms to it, so to speak. And the first arm that we have, it's a 501c3, and it's working with abused women, children, and men. And the reason I chose that is I'm so impressed with the story of Tia Knapp that she wrote in her book and how she is a survivor and how strong she is. And I figured, well, what better person to be an expert than to head up and chair the division of abused women and children and men? And graciously, she accepted. So she is now part of the Institute. So thank you. And
Thank you.
we're going to make a difference in this world. We're a 501c3. And, holidays are coming up and so on and so forth. So keep us in mind if you'd like to make a tax deduction. We would appreciate it. Both she and I are really dedicated to it. We're not drawing any kind of monies or salaries. We want to help everybody that desires to be helped and get them off the street, especially for the winter. So thank you very much for thinking about us. And now, would you like to add something else to you?
Well, I'm really thrilled that we do this every Sunday. And I would just like to hear about your topic. And I will just go ahead, if it's okay to say, our topic is, are we good? Can I
Your
introduce
body and you.
your body and you? So take it
Well,
away, Michael.
it's almost an oxymoron. You are your body. Of course you are. And look what you've designed. Uh-oh. Take a look at what you've designed in your body. When what I would like you to understand is that After you go through the birth canal and you're born, your body is really perfect, ever growing more perfect. It's reshaping, it's redesigning, it's growing, it's getting taller, doing all these wonderful things. And of course, you have the DNA of your parents, so you're going to look like both of your parents, or maybe favor one or the other. And maybe you've taken on some of their cellular structures and a little bit of their, let's say, blocks in their life. And by that I mean it could be height, weight, tallness, shortness, perhaps propensity for whatever emotional stress or whatever it is. But that's only what I would call the blueprint. So the blueprint is whatever you've chosen, your DNA of your parents. And any weaknesses within their body, guess what? You got it. All the strengths in their body, you got it. But I want to talk a little bit more about the blueprint because the blueprint isn't permanent. It's just an outline. And you have the opportunity to redesign your body. It's pretty simple. The catch is, and there's always a catch, do you want to do it? Will you put in the time? Or will you just sit there? Well, I tried, didn't work. I tried every day. He said, body get healed. And that's about it. I think I'll go shopping or watch TV or go on, Facebook or whatever. And I'm exaggerating here. But you see, you chose this body when you incarnated, and it's a beautiful body. And this body is only limited by what you feel about yourself and only by your limitations. That's all it is. How do you really feel about yourself? How do you feel about life? And more importantly, what do you think about yourself? So that's so important about how you think about yourself. And I wanted to bring that out because it's so important. And what is important is that you are a reflection. Your body's a reflection of your thoughts. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Exactly. When you look in the mirror, what do you see? I got a wrinkle here. I got a gray hair here. My eyebrows here. My tummy's a little protruding, or whatever. So already you're starting off on a negative step and a negative foot. Let's look at your body and say it's beautiful. It's magnificent. Well, of course, you created it. You are the Van Gogh, except, you don't want to bite your ear off like he did or cut it off. But you are the Van Gogh. You're the Mona Lisa. You're anything you so desire to be. And that's what's so really important for you, is because whatever the blueprint of your body at this moment, at this second, guess what? You're the architect, so you can redesign it. Just like architects will take a house built in 1900 and they'll redesign it from the foundation up, and it won't look like it was built in 1900. It will look something very modern and beautiful. That's what you can do to your body. Make it modern and beautiful, if you so desire. Now here's the catch. The catch is to do it for yourself, not for anyone else. Not for your husband, your wife, or your children. It's all about you. You design or redesign your body so you can have more joy, more love, more happiness on this life. Many of you will become or are becoming empty nesters, and some of you haven't or will become or working on it, whatever it is. But this is the time of your life. I don't care if you're 14 and watching this or you're 114 watching this or older. It is now the time for you to design your body to bring you joy and happiness. But it has to come within here, not out there, not for anybody else. That's the most important thing. So what are you going to do to make that important? What are you going to do to think about how you want to redesign your body? Well, the first thing, you want to redesign it by maybe what pleases you. And I say maybe because we are so judgmental that it's most incredible. I met the most beautiful women in the world and they thought they were ugly. And I met the most handsome men in the world and they thought they were ugly. And then I met vice versa. Even though they weren't pretty, they thought they were pretty. They acted like they're pretty. And that's the persona, that's the aura they're putting out. And that's another part of what I would like to address with you. It's your aura and energy of what you think of yourself. You can make yourself look alluring, joyous, happy, handsome, desirable, whatever you desire. Because what does it all come to? Your body and you. What do you think of you? What do you think of your body? So whatever you think of yourself, your body becomes a reflection of that. So if you think of the limitations and you're ugly, et cetera, then by all means, you're going to present that persona, that aura that you're ugly, or you're insignificant, or a little shamed, or I want to be invisible, I don't want to see people see me, I put on too much weight, or you want to be hidden because you don't want them to notice you because you think of all the imperfections you have. And all of us have experienced that. I don't care what you look like. Throughout our lifetime, we've all experienced it. But this is the moment where you can make all those changes. And that's what's so important, because now it's the time to make the changes. This second, this moment, as you're listening to it. And you know, if you're going to do it tomorrow, tomorrow never comes, because tomorrow becomes tomorrow, which comes tomorrow, comes tomorrow. 50 years later, I'll do it tomorrow. So the action is all now, forthwith, at this point. Is what you think you create, what you create, you experience. So first of all, look at that mirror and say, I love you. And looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, this is really key. Because if there's something you love, you truly, truly love, you feel this warmth in your heart. You feel good. You feel relaxed. You feel happy. You feel accepted. It's a warm, fuzzy feeling. As you know, I've written before and said, words don't describe love. It's an emotion, it's a feeling. That is the first thing. So when you go to sleep at night, look in the mirror and say your name and repeat it 7 times. That's it. Why 7? Because it sets up a frequency, energy, and vibration. And the last thought you have, you actually review in your mind or in the sleep 60 to 90 times. What are you hearing? I love you. I love you. I love you. Well, remember I said 94% of your thinking come from the subconscious mind, 6% from the conscious. Subconscious mind go, yeah, right, sure, sure, yeah, baloney. But after about 30 days, well, maybe. After 60 days, yeah, yes. And that's kind of the way it works. Now, you're saying that at night. Now, in the morning, you look in the mirror. And after you put on your makeup, wash your face, shower, shave, whatever you do, whatever sex you are, say, you know what? You're beautiful. You know what? You're beautiful 7 times. And just look in the mirror, look at your eyes and say you're beautiful. Same process happens. First 30 days, baloney. 30 through 60, yeah, maybe 90, 60 through 90, yes. And you're going to present that persona, that aura, that energy. Yes. How many times have you gone and you've been happy and they go, gosh, you look great. You look really happy. You'll have a different persona. Haven't you all heard that? Or you go to work and you're a little tired. What's the matter? You look down. You look tired. Aren't you getting enough rest? You see, your thoughts, what you're doing is a reflection in your body. That's why you and your body are like this. You're a team. And what you're thinking and what you're believing is only going to create this, or it's going to create this. So you're either going to be in one in harmony and balance with your body, you're beautiful and you're healthy, or you're sad looking, you're imperfected, you're ugly, you're falling apart. So no matter what condition you are in, whether you can walk now or you can't, you need a cane, whatever you need, whatever you desire. The point is, ask your body what it needs and then work on it. That's so important. And as we grow a little bit older, our muscles become a little flaccid, and then we have to exercise a little bit more, and then we have to do more things. And of course, I have a job that I don't run around a lot, so it's sedentary. But at the same time, I have to get up and walk a little bit. So T and I, when we get together, she brings her bike, I bring my bike, and we go bike riding. We'll go maybe a couple miles, whatever it is. But it's enjoyable to be out in nature. But more importantly, we're out in nature, so we're seeing the beauty of things. What does that really mean when you look at a beautiful house, a beautiful tree, a beautiful bush, a rose, and of course being a world-renowned photographer, an award-winning photographer like Tiu is, she sees the beauty in things, and I'm reacclimating to seeing the beauty as she's pointing them out to me. So this is a win-win situation. But when you look at something beautiful, there's a shift within you. And you begin to take on that persona an image and energy and aura of something that's beautiful. You look at a fragrant red rose and you can smell the beautiful perfume and see the stems in the middle. And you look at the leaves, it's a beautiful color, and you feel good. It's imprinted on your brain. You're beginning to feel better. And that's what we need to do, is stop and smell the flowers. Now, I don't care if you want to go fishing, you want to take a walk, ride a bike, whatever you want to do, you get out in nature and ask to be one in harmony and balance with Mother Nature. And you will have beautiful, wonderful things. It'll be great happening to you. Ask to be in harmony and balance with her. And you'll find the beauty within her, because, Mother Nature is wonderful. Storms, hurricanes, tornadoes, all those things, floods. She always regenerates herself over a short period of time. And you are now able to regenerate you over a short period of time. I'm looking, I guess we still have more time, don't we? Yep. So all these things are creating impressions in your mind and in your body and your thoughts. It's all about impressions. I remember one day I had to take a client to the hospital, and she was using a walker, and she was about 80, 85. Could hardly get around, and this gentleman looked at me and he said, someday we're going to be like her. And I said, you know what? Maybe you are, but I'm not. And he looked at me and said, thank you, because I delivered a message. And the message is, we don't have to be like her or like anybody else, because we are unique, we're different, and we are now have the ability to change that blueprint in our life and recreate our life, recreate our body. At any given moment, you're not stuck. And here you're stuck. But in reality, there's always a solution. There's always an open door. There's always a way to change. Yes, go ahead.
May I jump in here and share a story really quick?
Sure.
You're talking about looking in the mirror and understanding, your reflection. And it reminded me of when my mother turned 50. And she thought, oh my goodness, I'm old. And she started dressing old. It was like everything about her changed because she had it in her head that her age made her old. And I thought, the one thing I learned from when she did that, she wore the polyester stretch pants and the floral shirt and the foamy soled Oxford shoes. And I thought, okay, Mom, you're not really old. You're only 50. People live a lot longer these days. Old isn't a state of mind, but she didn't understand that. But I told myself, when I get to her age, there is no way in the world that I would ever be old in the state of mind. And, that's how we have to look at ourselves. We are what we appear to be, and how we present ourselves. It is, age is just a number. And come on, think about it. Michael, you and I are out there, and we're not 20 years old anymore, but we're having a great time riding our bikes.
Yes, we are.
It's like when we were kids. Well, I don't know. I mean, I rode a bike when I was a kid. I didn't know you then, but it's like certain things keep us young and rejuvenated, and it's not, it's in our mindset that we have to shift, right? I would never be 50 years old and wearing polyester stretch pants and a floral print shirt. I'm sorry. But, if you like polyester stretch pants and print shirts, good for you, but my mom just started walking, like her whole body changed. And she never rerouted back to the younger version of my mom. And I just wanted to share that, we are what we think we are.
Exactly. That's a very good point. You are what you eat. We all hear that one. You are what you think is what you were saying. And that's so important for us to realize that. So, there's that old expression, stinking thinking, and it's a cliche, but it's something we got to get used to. We got to get used to in saying age is merely a number. That's all it is. But more importantly is, how do you feel about yourself? I watched on YouTube. They were 91 and 92, and they were doing the jitterbug. Holy cow! They were so agile. They were doing incredible things. He was whirling around and picking her up and all this stuff. 91 and 92 just shows you if you treat your body like a beautiful, wonderful object that is to be revered and honored and kept healthy and the presence of your body is so exciting and so happy and fill it with love and joy, you're going to be eternally young, no matter what your numerical number is. And that is another point I'd like to bring up. I've mentioned this before, but you brought up something really important about your mom when 50, she decided that she was old. And remember when I talk about you never have a birthday, you only have the anniversary of her birth. And because psychologically, you're not aware of this, is that when you're looking at your mom or your grandmother, first they're young, you're happy, they're running with you, then they get a little older, they get gray hair and a little wrinkly, and you're thinking subconsciously, that's what you're going to look like when you get older. Well, that's a fallacy. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. You want to? Go for it. You don't want to? Then you will be forever young. I think there was a movie called Forever Young about that. But the most important thing is that don't have a birthday or anything that makes you feel debilitated, that makes you feel aged. People get upset, well, I'm really stiff and my bones ache, I'm getting older. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cancel. I'm getting younger and stronger. Look, if you were, heaven forbid, in the hospital in an accident and you couldn't walk for 4 or 5 months and you were 18, your muscles would be stiff and flaccid, of course. So it didn't make a difference whether you were 60, 70, 80, or 90, or 14 or 15 or 18. You just got to get out there. And you know what you need to do? Just walk. Just enjoy. Just walk. You don't have to beat your body up unless you want to. There's so many important things about we have to present an image. And you know what? The image is important. But images are only skin deep, as they say. The rest of it is, what is the true essence of that person? What is the soul of that person? And that's what's so important. What is their soul? What is their essence? And what are they achieving in their life? And that's something we need to really examine and look at. How are we doing on time? What are we getting?
Well, we've got about 7 minutes.
It's all right. So at this point in time, I would like all of you to do something special. And of course, when you visit this YouTube, all right, I would like you to push the button, subscribe, because that helps us a great deal, helps us get out more and more people. So that's very, very important. But the second thing is, I would like all of you to put in your comments, not how you feel about what you've learned from us, but more importantly, what you are doing to make yourself feel younger. Share that. I'll learn something from it. I hope Tia will, and others. We got to share our knowledge with one another. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. I'm sharing how you can recreate your body, change your blueprint, and be younger, stronger, healthier, and more fun-loving. And we're on Earth not to suffer, by the way. We're to have some fun. I realize we work hard. I realize some of us have many children and families. I realize all that. But we have to learn to laugh and have fun, because you see, as you laugh and you have humor, your body becomes younger, more vibrant, and picks up that energy of that joy and happiness, whether you're 150 years old or you're 7 or 8 or 5 or 4, whatever age you are. And that's the true thing. Don't you feel when you're happy and you laugh, there's that energy that comes about you and you feel so good? It's wonderful. I remember there was a time in the Reader's Digest, who knows, some of you may remember that, and words from children only, and you'd read it and you'd chuckle and you would laugh at the innocence of children, and they always had a little comedy session in it. So stop for a moment and ask, what makes me happy? What do I need to make me happy? And how can I implement that into my blueprint of life? So everybody, I want you to think about all those things. We're looking at our time, and we got about 5 minutes, so we can talk a little bit more of some of the things I want to share with all of you. every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or Daylight Saving. I have what I call Words of Wisdom. It's the place where you call in. And when you call in, you ask any kind of spiritual questions. Hopefully, I can answer that. Then, what I do is give you a 10-minute message. So, I'd like to address this first about the words of wisdom when you call up, and hopefully, I can share some of the answers you seek. Why don't you give us that access numbers?
Absolutely. The Tuesday night number is 202-926-1059. And the access
The
code,
access code is 125-446-pound. And one more time, please.
absolutely, 202-926-1059.
And the
And
access
the
code
access
is
code,
125-446-pound. And we have another number for you, and it's called the replays. There are over 250, and you just punch in the numbers and the code. And of course, number 3, it starts at number 3 to about 251 or something like that. But don't worry whether you choose the right one, because your soul will say number 17 or number 147 or number 72, whatever it is. And I can't tell you how many people go, I really needed to hear that, really needed to hear that. So when you're down, you're depressed, stuck in traffic, or you feel lost, listen to one of those messages. They're all channeled from the true source. And that number is?
that number is 434-300-4170. And the access
code is 125-446-pound. One more time.
434-300-4170. And the code?
The access code is 125-446-pound. And one more. And that is the second Saturday of every month from 9:55 a.m. Pacific Time to 11:01 Pacific Time. It's called Mass Consciousness Healing. It's healing the souls, the consciousness of everyone on this planet, every mineral, vegetable, every human being, everything that exists on this planet. It is so important at this time. So important. And I know it interferes for about an hour and 6 minutes. And by the way, we don't run more than a minute or two over an hour and 6 minutes. So it's really important that you're there. Really important that you're sending out this vibration of mass consciousness of unconditional love. Look at the world. Look what's going on. Look at the chaos. But look at the changes that are coming about in all of the world. And how we're standing and looking at things differently. And we're in a flux of change. And right now, we're in a great, huge change. It's not going to be the way you think. It's going to be 10,000 times better, but not the way you can imagine. But we have to get through this rough, bumpy spot for the next few years. And then we're going to come out much, much, much happier. So please, everyone, try to mark it on your calendar the second Saturday of every month and join us. And telephone number is?
It's the same as the Tuesday night call-in. It's 202-926-1059. And
the access code is 125-446-pound. Everyone, join us. Join us every Sunday. We have so many things we want to share with you. And you can hear me. Sometimes I verbally make a mistake. We don't record this over and over again until it's perfect. It's live. It's channeled directly from the true source. It's just like we were talking to one another, which I believe we are. So I want to thank all of you, every one of you, for being here and telling everyone else. And I want to share. Again, this is brought to you by Healing the Whole written by Gio Knapp and this guy named Dr. Michael Gross. I can believe he wrote the foreword or something like that.
This is where you start. The Spiritual Primer by Dr. Michael Gross. He has his second edition coming out very, very soon. And this book and this wonderful man who's holding my book is the reason I'm here today, to help Michael share his words of wisdom and help everybody else also find their direction in life, their purpose, their mission and goals, and their way to the true source, because that's what we're all about. You know, it is unconditional love. All the contact information that we're giving you, the numbers, etc., they're also in the comments below. So make sure you get the comments. And we don't ever take these down off Facebook or YouTube. So they will still be there whenever you can watch it, even if you're not able to watch it when we're live, okay? Because everything here is a powerful message, and we think there's an awful lot of important golden nuggets in here. So definitely, definitely, definitely start with this book.
And one more thing, on YouTube, I have those 15-minute messages. And so if you go to Dr. Michael B., initial B, Gross, on YouTube, you can listen to those 15-minute messages and wonderful photographs by Tu Nap. So thank you, everyone. You have a great week. Remember, you are unlimited.
Unlimited.
Namaste.
Namaste.
So, everybody, we love you.
Love you.